Hey friends, today I wanted to speak to you about something that's been in my heart that I've been having conversation with folks about. You know how you hear through life and scripture, be strong and courageous. Being strong and courageous is something that have a lot of different meaning for a lot of different people. And I find myself sometimes wanting to be so strong and courageous that I forget to stop and realize, what does that word mean? So it's something that I've been pondering on and striving to fully understand. What does it mean to be strong and courageous? Does it mean I carry the world on my shoulders? Does it mean that I shut others in and I'm doing it, I'm grinding it out, I'm making it happen? There's a lot of ways you could look at being strong and courageous. What does strength looks like? Strength looks like going the extra mile, doing what others may not want to do, being go, 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 being even busy, that might be a source of strength to some. Courageous, what does courage looks like? Going against the odd, standing when no one else is, showing up for others, being the person that you said you're going to be, showing up that way, powerfully, strong. These are all attributes or things people think when they think being strong and courageous. Being strong and courageous is something that sometimes people can shy away from. It's not always popular. It's not always the ideal. It's not always joyful to be that way. It takes a level of putting away others' concerns, putting away what may feel comfortable, putting aside what society's doing, putting aside what perhaps even family or friends may want from you, but making a conscious effort to be strong and courageous. And by that, I don't mean just, showing up with muscles or any of that stuff, although that is a means of strength, but that's not the kind of strong and courageous that I'm talking about. I'm talking the kind of strength that goes against all odds, that may not be popular, that allows you to think outside the box. Being strong and courageous with your inner self, knowing that this is my task in life, this is what I've taken on, whatever that is, seeing it through to fruition. Being strong and courageous, you can still have a quiet spirit, a gentle way about you, but inside of you, there's a fire within that cannot be quenched out. There's a fire within that's going to keep burning even when it's going against the odds, against what people think. See, being strong and courageous, it's not just an outside visualization. It's an inner strength. It's an inner power. I got a full understanding of that when I realized it wasn't about anyone else. It was simply about me, how I want to show up. Who am I going to be for myself and the ones that I love, and my family, my children? Being strong and courageous took a whole new meaning. Courage, it takes a lot to be courageous. It takes a lot of showing up, getting out of your comfort zone, doing what other people may not want to do, staying up at night to get it done, waking up early in the morning to get it done, remembering the words that you say and carry it through. It might look like check boxes. Being strong and courageous is what you decide it will be for you. Once I let go of what societal norm was, or what I think that should look like, and realize my strength comes from my integrity. My strength comes from my consistency. My strength comes from my showing up, my making it happen. May not be the whole kit and caboodle, but the very steps that I'm taking day in and day out, the things that I told myself that I would do, not settling down, going to bed without living into that and fulfilling on that, that changes the way I saw strength and courageous. Was courageous enough to show up for me, for my family, for the things that I said I'm out to accomplish. So if anything, think about strength and courage. What does that really mean? It's not what may seem popular or people think. You don't have to be the loudest in the room to be strong and courageous. You don't have to have all the answers to be strong and courageous. You don't have to be the go-to person to be strong and courageous. I know when I worked in the corporate world and there were others that was the go-to, I aspired to be that, but at that time I wasn't there. And I downplay my abilities because I felt I didn't have all the answers. I wasn't the person that was being sought out. So that dimmed my light. I allowed that to dim my light. And I started shrinking and being smaller because I didn't feel I had what it takes for strength and courage. Although it was within me, it was a desire of mine. It was something that I aspired to be, the go-to, the person that's doing it. But see, we're all made differently. Your way of handling things and someone else's is very different. Someone might be more verbal and theatrical and showing up in different ways that makes them that go-to. And that's okay. I had to learn that. That's okay. My strength and courage may appear differently. It may be a gentle, quiet spirit for you. It may be a whisper. Of course, things have changed and evolved as I've grown into who I am and who God has made me to be, understanding my strength, understanding what it takes, how I can show up courageously. Things have changed and I've become the person that I'm continuously evolving and have become, and will continue to grow into that person of strength and courage. But I want to remind you, for those that feel like, I don't have that kind of personality. I'm not the go-to. I'm not, out there and communicating and verbalizing things to others, or whatever it is that you're telling yourself. Don't shrink back. Be strong and courageous in whatever feels right to you. Your spirit will tell you. Being strong and courageous is an opportunity to show up as your true, authentic self. Don't downplay it. Don't make it seem less than. It's not. It's your personality. It's your God-given talents and gifts. They look different for everyone. However yours look, it's how it looks. And that's okay. I want to remind you to accept the strength that you have and show up. Show up consistently. Show up when you don't feel like it, but show up. Show up for yourself. Honor your words. Those are patterns of strength and courage. By doing so, you will discover a whole different level of who you are, your personality, your strength. I see you as someone that is strong and courageous because you're showing up. You're on a journey of elevation. You want to excel. You want to grow. You want to thrive. Don't dim that light. I couldn't dim that light any longer. And I had to embrace it and find ways to show up as a strong and courageous person that I am. And I'm grateful I learned that lesson And I didn't let the naysayers or the things that didn't seem the way everything was happening for others to dim me. I embraced, I loved, and I got grateful. And I started showing up that way. So wherever you're at in that journey of strength and courage, embrace it, show up, and deliver. Keep showing up, keep delivering, keep being your authentic self. God created you that way, to be the best version of yourself. So don't dim it, don't hide, don't shun away. Rather shine and let your light be seen by anyone and everyone that needs to see it. So go ahead and be strong and continue to be courageous. I hope this finds you well. Please, as always, share, like, support, comment. Let me know, how are you going to show up with strength and courage, because you are strong and courageous. See you next time, my friends. As always, be good to yourself and be good to others. Bye-bye.